in your favor. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 2 of Take the Stage, where our contestants will compete for the opening spot at the Brown County Playhouse on April 22nd. There they will open for the Bengebreakers, who will be featuring right before our headliners, Bigfoot Yancey. It's going to be a great show. You can get your tickets right now until the end of February at $5 off, compliments of our friends at SERVPRO. Just enter the ticket code SERVPRO, SERVPRO, for $5 off your tickets.
All right, and so for those of you who aren't totally familiar with how we're running this tonight, there is an online voting system. The link is in the comments and the description on Facebook and YouTube, so you can find that. It's a bit.ly/takethestage2. Take the and stage are all capitalized, and that matters, apparently. So pop over there, pull it up, and follow along as we go, and you can put in a score for every one of our contestants from 1 to 10. 10 is the best, and then you can leave them some comments, and after this, next week they will get a little summary of their scores and your comments, everything that you wanted to tell them about how wonderful they are, and our judges will also be out here giving us some comments and scores, and we take the average of those. We have 3 episodes. This is episode 2, and the highest scoring contestant across all 3 episodes will be the one who takes the stage.
These words that Mandy just said are true, ladies and gentlemen. And now I would like to introduce you to our panel of judges, starting off with my good friend, Ryan Dyer. Can we get a picture of that beautiful man out there, Mandy? Look at that beautiful man. That is my friend Ryan Dyer, the distinguished instrumentalist of Split Rail and just a lovely man and a horticulturalist at heart. He has a beekeeping class tomorrow, so we can't keep him out too late. Up next on our panel of judges is Miss Amanda Webb, graduate of the Jacob School of Music, trained classically in voice, and lovely player of the piano. She teaches students, and she loves little kids and farm animals. Up next, Mr. Eric Hamblin. He seems to be studying the plant in the corner, but when he's not studying plants, he's busy writing songs for his band, Eric Hamblin Band. And he writes lovely tunes. I once mentioned that we were going to have a Brown County album, and he went home and wrote a lovely Brown County song that maybe we'll get him to play for you sometime. Now that we've introduced our lovely judges, I'm going to turn it over to Eric to introduce our first contestant of the evening.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Keenan, and thank you, Mandy, for having us back, of course. This is a great honor for all 3 of us to be here, being surrounded by such great musicians, and it's really a blessing for musicians to be able to get together like this, and you guys create such a great environment and a wonderful surrounding for musicians, and we want to say thank you guys so much for what you do here at Rainwater Studios. First. Second, I'm going to introduce this wonderful guy coming up right now. He's an amazing player that I've seen so far. And I can't wait to see more what he's doing. We have Mr. Scott D.C. coming up right now. Let's give him a big welcome, everybody.
Good to be back. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Scott, so first off, tell everybody where you're from and what you do.
I'm from Crawfordsville, Indiana. And I'm a full-time student at IU, and I play music.
There you go.
What are you doing at IU?
Psychology major. And my band Zillified is booking around town, so if anybody needs somebody,
Zillified.
at Zillified on social media.
Okay.
Awesome. And how long you been playing for?
2002-ish.
Years.
That's a long time.
2002. Okay, man.
Did you know Jesus? Did you guys play?
He stole my style.
So, what kind of music does Zillified do?
Rock and roll
All right.
with a little soul.
All right, cool, man. Well, we got 7 people tonight, so we're going to move it along, and you take the stage, brother.
Well, thanks for having me. I should probably put this on since that's required for this song. This song's called Okay.
Okay.
Before you I could walk away, I'll never know how it took no time. There ain't no other way to say, but yeah, I'd say I lost my mind. And I'm okay. The words clear up, yeah, we'll see if they even rhyme. They tell me about what you did and how you crossed that line so many times. But I'm okay. Oh, and you try so hard to fake it now. Down you drug me so far, I'd have found my way. And I'm okay. Tried so hard to get by. Again you came around and got me so damn lost. It's like I might never ever be found. But I'm okay. I lost myself and came around. Now I'm a better man. Since you tore my heart from my chest with your sleight of hand, ooh yeah, I'm okay. Oh, and I try so very hard to get by. And no, I don't know how far I will fly, but I'm okay. Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, we're okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Great job, my friend. I really dug that. The couple notes real quick I got for you is not even notes really, just I have to say something. So, man, I love the progression of that song. The way it rolls from verse to pre-chorus to chorus. It just has a real, I mean, don't take this as any kind of an insult. It's not. It's almost like a 90s rock ballad kind of thing.
Exactly what I was going to
Yeah,
say.
like a cross between Creed and I don't know, somebody else in that time
Goo Goo
group.
Dolls, Bush.
Yeah,
that's where
there you
I'm
go.
going. Like,
I like that better than Creed.
Well,
are those your
hey.
are those your influences or?
Creed's all right.
The 90s rock,
Matchbox 20.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matchbox
More
20.
STP and
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
So more rockin' side of it. Yeah. Well, I mean, your voice has got that great vibrato and a little bit of gravel to it, and man, it suits you so well, and it suits that kind of music so well. Your playing's really good. You're a chord player like me, and you're better than I am. I'll tell you that much. But the step ups on it, I dug everything about it, man. I really did. You did a great job.
Thanks, man.
My turn. Okay. Vocally, I love your voice. It's really easy to listen to. I love the unique gravelly aspect of it. That's really fabulous. And I love the tune. It's so easy to listen to. But I would say, being the musician that I am, it's so easy. It's you're gonna listen to that tune like 3 or 4 times, and maybe you get bored of it. I don't know. I'm just I'm saying something, but I would love to hear you do something that was musically much more elaborate. Yeah, because I bet it would kick ass. Yeah, but this is obviously, I get one tune to hear you. This is your one tune, and it's fabulous. It's very white bread, but I think white bread is very popular. So, there. Yeah. So it's white bread, but it's popular. I'd love to hear you throw like a little bit of spice, one little bit of spice in a bridge or something.
So more like rye bread?
No, like it's white bread, but maybe throw some like
Jalapeno cheddar in there.
Yeah, there you go. Like one little thing, and there's cheddar. Oh, damn, that was really good. Like,
and now I'm hungry.
Great. Yeah, I thought
I don't know. I just if there was anything to improve upon, but I really love it. It's a grooving.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a great song. But you take something like that in the studio as raw as that, and we can paint pictures all around that, Yeah. So I like the rawness of it. I think it's just it's a good suited song for you. I like it. You did a good job. I like the raspy voice, very fluent.
Thank you.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I typically write 4 guitar solos to be added, but I'm not a lead player. So.
Well, yeah, we don't expect that during this whole thing anyway.
No, don't worry about it. No, it's sweet. Sweet.
Well,
thank you guys.
Well, personally, like I said, thought it was great. And the nice thing about it is you're a really great person and a great guy. And
how would you know that?
I know him.
Have you met them?
I talked to him right before.
Oh, you didn't tell? Oh, full disclosure.
He could have been.
No, full disclosure. I have met him.
Acting.
I have met him before. He was in on Rainwater Studios a stream at one point, maybe even twice. I don't know, but when I was running sound, and I got to know the guy. He's a great guy. But besides, I mean, you can be the greatest guy and be not the greatest songwriter, and you can be a great songwriter and not the greatest guy. I mean, trust me. I know lots of them. So the thing about it is you are a great guy.
You have the long hair in the beard.
It's a club.
It's a badass.
I'm trying.
I thought Jamie Johnson walked right up in here.
Yeah. I got a thing for that, man.
I think you did a great job, and I can't wait to hear everybody else. You got a lot of talent in here tonight, so it's going to be fun for us. It's going to be fun for the audience watching, and I think it's going to be fun for you guys too. So let's give a big round of applause to Scott DC, everybody.
Thanks, Scott.
You're introducing the next.
We're sorry, man, to call you white bread.
Yeah, that's
sorry.
How rude.
That was racial.
No, is white bread racial? Like, it's white bread.
It is now.
I'm offended.
Are you racist because you have a?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. You said white bread. Hold on.
Come on up.
We're gonna talk while he's getting ready.
Oh, well, he's getting ready. Okay, he's getting ready. So I'm gonna.
Remember how we did this last time?
Oh yeah, he's getting ready. So
Yeah,
then
we're
I
gonna
get to
just
introduce him when he's ready.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's all right.
got it.
We'll keep you in order. You said white bread, but you can't make a good
we're coming back to that.
You can't make a
See,
good
here I
grilled
was
cheese
trying to,
sandwich without some white bread. You know what I'm saying? So
It's true. And the best peanut butter and jelly is on pumpernickel. Just saying.
you're sick. That's
It is.
disgusting.
We just crossed the line.
Yeah, yeah. Can we talk about replacing a judge now? First she comes in spouting about Nina Cappuccino and her scarves are too tight.
Yeah, next time I'm bringing the feather boa and
Pat, don't
pulling
let
a
her
Janis
be calling you
Joplin.
pumpernickel.
Are you gonna borrow Brian's feather boa?
No, yours.
Are you all ready, sir?
I believe so.
Take it
All right,
away.
hey, next up we got Patrick Kellar. Ooh, you got a hot song coming up here. Patrick, hi.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Playing, look at him. He's got harp and guitar, man. We are in for a treat. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Patrick.
Grew up in Morgan County, went to Martin, Kentucky for school.
All right.
Live on this side of Morgantown now. Electrician by trade.
Sweet.
Been writing
Shocking.
songs for as long as I can remember.
Or as long as your beard.
Yep. Yep,
Okay,
absolutely.
sweet.
Just enjoy writing. It's like therapy, you know.
Yeah, you got a website, or are you solo, or are you band?
I've been in bands on and off throughout my time, but just kind of been writing by myself and stuff now. You can find me on was it SoundCloud?
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
SoundCloud, Patrick Kellar,
/
Kellar.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright.
/ Pat Kellar.
Pat Kellar.
Yeah.
Yeah, go K. He goes by Pat. Cool. What tune you gonna do for us
A
now?
little song I wrote called "It Burns My Ass."
Oh yeah.
Okay, here we go. Well, it burns my ass, it's pissing me off, whether I admit it or not. Mama didn't raise trash and I learned a whole lot just by keeping my big mouth shut, whether I admit it or not. Don't you waste all your time on nothing that don't mind. Oh, burns my ass, is pissing me off, whether I admit it or not. But you gotta look past that, it might be my fault, 'cause you're the only thing that I've got, whether I admit it or not. There's a place and a time for everything in this life. Don't you waste all your time on nothings that don't mind, and time won't set me free. No matter how much I beg or I plead, no time won't let me sleep. Yeah, knowing that it's all been left up to me. There's a place and on time for everything in this life. Oh, burns my ass, it's pissing me off, whether I admit it or not. Just a low middle class working man, that's all, and I don't give a damn what you've got, whether I admit it or not.
Me first? Oh, he must have like a lot to say. Okay. That you're totally tracking with Pete Seeger and John Prine. I'm totally hearing Pete Seeger and John Prine. But I really want to hear you go off on, I don't know. Well, I think partially like the keywords, like there was something in there about working class. I wish I had the lyrics. I feel like there's got to be a lot in those lyrics, and I can't catch them all just on the, like one listen. So I wish I could say more about the lyrics. Sounds complicated.
That's what songs have.
Yeah, lyrics. Well, and I need a. I think that's a
See,
suggestion.
like a pump,
I think like
see
next
like a
time we.
pumpernickel?
No.
How about his voice?
How about his voice? Oh, vocally. Yeah, no, it's a really unique voice. Yeah. You've got more of a, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's, I wouldn't go so like I'm a vocalist by trade. So when but I hate to critique singer-songwriter vocally. I mean, there's so much I could say in terms of...
That's what we're here for.
Yes, vocal production. I would want to hear more support. I would want to hear more support out of, vocally out of you. I feel like you've got a really frontal nasal tone to it. But I think it also serves the gist of your song. So I wouldn't want to change it too much because I think it's purposeful. It fits what the jive of what you're doing. It would be nice if we could round it out a little bit. I would like to hear it be... I feel like it's very pointed, and maybe that, I don't know, that could be a sound production thing that you could go through too as well. Like to tone it down a little bit and give it a little bit more depth. But beyond that, I would like to suggest to the Rainwaters that we get lyric sheets so I can follow along on a lyric sheet and see the lyrics and then like know what you're talking about, because I feel like I could say a lot about that as well in terms of your lyrics development and things like that. So there we go, intro. And then one thing I did really appreciate about your tune was there was a good usage of tempo changes. But I should maybe you should say something about that. I really
don't
like
take his job.
Put
the man of a job.
Right. I like the tempo change. Right. I'm saying all your comments now.
No.
I really liked the tempo changes. I thought they also served the song well, because as soon as I thought like, oh, I'm pulling out of the song and I'm losing interest, and then you'd have a tempo change and I'm like, oh, I'm right back there. So that was a really good use of your tempo change with that.
Thank you. Yeah. How you doing?
Doing all right.
I liked it. Straight from the heart, huh?
Yep.
From Morgan County.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I agree that the vocals, I think you're about 95% there, maybe a little tweak in there, but you're right there. It's close. The only thing I'd say about this song wise, between the tempo changes that you like so much, just a little cut some of the transition space out there. Seemed like it kind of drug on a little bit. You can maybe cut a couple measures out there.
There's lead parts in there that I'm hearing in my head.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I get that. So yeah. You're there then. But yeah, maybe if you're doing it without that, just maybe remember to cut them out.
Would it be all right if we hear Ryan Dyer play some lead in those tempo changes during the Boundary Waters later?
That's a good idea. There you go.
All right.
I take that as a yes.
Yeah.
All right. Patrick, you seem like a really cool guy. You seem very genuine. I like everything about it that I've seen. Couple of things. It kind of reminded me of like an Irish drinking song a little bit, and that may sound weird to everybody else, but kind of that method that you were going with, that's kind of what it reminded me of. And in those songs, those type of the tempo changes from time to time, and sometimes they have like a very harsh repeating sections, and it's in all kinds of music, not just that. That's just what came to my mind. One thing that about people who play harmonica when they do acoustic stuff, I've noticed, is they tend to really want to show that off, and there's nothing wrong with it. You're actually a really good harmonica player, but I've always noticed that they tend to have really long intros because they're wanting to play that and get that melody kind of brought into your brain. In my opinion, I would probably shorten that just a bit so you don't have such a long intro.
Sure.
The interlude where you slowed down, it was kind of in a weird spot for me. Okay. You basically use it as a verse, which is nothing wrong, and it's very artistic to change up your tempo during verses and things like that. I think, like Ryan was saying, the in-between sections, you had room in there in your head for banjo or whatever you might have had. when you're doing acoustic shows, I know when I do solo shows, I tend to cut out the leads. I go from doing 8 measures to 4 or 16 to 8, just to cut it down so the audience isn't just sitting there listening to a guitar. Now, at least you play harmonica, which I cannot do. So like I said, that was not a critique on your harmonica playing, just the length on the intro. I think your voice is cool for what you're doing. I think it fits what you're doing very well. I liked your voice. Your playing's really good on the harp and the guitar. I would probably, like I said, I would work on the structure of that song more than anything. I think the words are cool. I think what you're saying is cool. I think the way you're saying it is cool. I just don't think the way you're putting it all together is necessarily perfect yet.
Right.
I think it could be better. Now, if that means sitting down with somebody else and getting their own opinion, or just kind of taking it back and looking at it all over again, and don't lose anything because you want it all in there. I just think maybe structurally you might be able to move it around a little bit, and I think it'll be a lot smoother for you. That's just my opinion, though.
Appreciate you. Yeah.
But thank you. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Yep.
I hope Keenan didn't get mad at me when I said that about harp players, because you know how he is.
He just cut you off and muted you.
Yeah, no one heard that anything about the harp.
Nobody heard anything about the harp, man.
When she was talking, did anybody want to hear the Billy Madison thing that they always play after? Nobody has learned anything after what you said.
Yeah, nobody has learned anything. Like, you were so...
Everybody in this room is now dumber.
Was that white bread? That was very white bread, right? That was very white bread.
If we can get a copy
we found
of
out that Eric doesn't have a uvula.
Yeah,
Yes.
what is so weird about that?
I don't know, because you can't growl.
I can't.
can't
Well, I can
growl.
growl.
Like he can't do the...
I have to vocally growl. I can't
Here,
growl.
you
with
should
the-
open your mouth
No,
and
I
let him,
shouldn't.
like,
He has to do the...
zoom in on
No.
the...
We don't do this.
He has to do the roar, because he can't...
I can't do
He
that.
can no longer be a
He can't
cartoon.
growl.
Like,
I can't
that's
be a
where you really
Chewbacca
should be.
in any high school plays. No, I can't do that. No,
Oh,
that's
you
it.
can roll your R's.
I can like that, but
I didn't know you could...
I can play in a Mexican
I didn't know you could
mariachi
live without a
band.
uvula.
You can,
Let's do that.
yeah,
You know,
so far.
that really sounds bad.
I was in a
It
bad
could be
BB gun accident.
I should come up with a really cool story for that. Got beat up by a guy
John
with long
Whitcomb.
pliers.
Whoa, whoa.
How
Greetings.
How goes you?
That goes good. How are you?
Greetings,
Good.
Earthlings. I want to say Earthlings after you said greetings.
Greetings, Earthlings.
Where you from, brother?
I am originally from Jackson County, down Seymour Way.
Whatever. He's from
right.
Brown County, dude.
Then
He's been here forever.
I've been here. I am an official Brown County, and I've been here
He's
longer.
been here
than that, so-
longer than me.
Have I?
Hell yeah.
When did you get here?
2000?
She just got her papers last week, though.
I still haven't been adopted by the county yet.
That's awesome.
So you play solo and with a full band?
Yes.
Yeah, what's the name of your band?
Poets and politicians.
All right.
And that's
Dude, but he also plays
that's-
with all kinds of people, like, up in Indy.
Types of
I've been
people.
pleasure to be in a corporate band called Jane Bond and them Pink Martinis. I've been with them 25 years.
I like
Yeah.
the names, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, great band. Is great party band. We traveled before 2008. That's all we did. It was a full time gig, and
All right.
So,
So, you're going to
that's-
play us double line.
could play you double line.
Lay it on me, man.
All right. I did a double line at the crossroads in Georgia. Stopped at the state line to clear my head. Watched the sun come up on the Gulf side of a nightmare. One that keeps me high and half dead. I'm trying my best to keep things on the level. At least one step ahead of the devil. I heard about the stealer on the left. Saw the one forgiven on the right. The one in the middle who makes it alright. He beat the rap of death and says, so can I, that he'd meet me in the middle of a double line. Try my best to keep things on the level, at least one step ahead of the devil. I heard about the stealer on the left, saw the one forgiven on the right, and the one in the middle who makes it alright. He beat the rap of death and says, so can I, that he'd meet me in the middle of a double line. Middle of a double line.
Sounds like you went down to the crossroads, brother.
Went down there.
Check.
Actually wrote that for a friend who was at the crossroads. He was having a big addiction struggle. And he actually, I have to give him credit, my buddy Troy, he said, I just have these struggles going on, and I'm seeing the lines in the middle and crossing lines and crossroads and all that stuff. So he just threw it at me, and I put it in the pot and stirred it up.
Lord's always right there in the midst of it, ain't he?
Yeah.
Man, great guitar work. I love the slide.
Oh, thank
Good
you.
vocals. Yeah, I liked it.
Thank you.
It's good stuff.
Appreciate it.
Are you done?
I'm done. That's all I got to say about that.
Dude. Full disclosure, John and I are old friends, man. We've been doing music together a long time, so I'm going to rip you apart, John. No, I love this tune. I love this tune a lot. I really love it, of course, because it's bluesy and it's totally in my wheelhouse, and I'm going to steal it and sing it because I love it so much.
Steal away.
But if I had to critique you on anything, it would be on the vocal.
Yeah.
Because I would love to hear you get. I'd love to hear your vocal be fuller, richer, deeper, and either that, or I would love to hear you pull it back where it's not so pressed and you're more. And it's more spoken.
Yeah, I guess.
So I'd love to hear it's either one way or another, because where it is in the middle right now, it's very pressed and
It's in the middle of a double line.
And without going into too much vocalese, I would like to just say that I feel like it's too pressed, so it comes out very harsh.
Gotcha.
Whereas if you were doing it, because it's amplified, you could pull back a whole lot and just almost whisper it, and it would have a huge effect.
Right.
Or you could fully support it and go full in and make it very big and large, but then it would be it wouldn't be so harsh because it would be rounder and fuller and richer in your tone. So I think it could go either way, but that where you're sitting in that middle ground, it just makes it a little bit harsh and it's hard to hear. Yeah. But I love this tune. I love it a whole lot, and I love the slide, and I'm all about that bluesy thing. So
Thank you.
roll.
John, do you sing lead when you are in the bands you're in?
I do, yeah.
You do the singing?
Yeah.
Do you normally play lead, or do you just rhythm player? Or?
No, I play lead too.
You play lead too? Okay, so I never met you before tonight, and I'll be honest with you, when I met you, You're a cool dude. I like everything about you personally. We have matching shirts and matching heart issues.
Right.
And he's like 62 years old, which I thought he was my age, and he's a little bit older than me. I was shocked by that. You look amazing for your age.
It's just immaturity.
Well, that
good
works.
genes, that's all. I can blame it on anything but good genes.
Those are Levi's. My point is, it has nothing to do with personality or anything like that. You're a great guy. I almost wish you were either playing guitar or singing. Like, I dug the guitar, but then when you were singing, I felt like the guitar kind of became second. Mm-hmm. And then when you were playing some really cool stuff on the guitar, when you were singing, I think the singing kind of took some backseating. So it's, in my opinion, on that song anyway, like I said, we only have one song to judge from, you know. Yeah. So I don't think your singing was that strong. And in parts, the guitar playing wasn't that strong. Better than me. I'm not going to lie. It's better than me. But that's just my opinion. Right. I think practicing it or focusing it more on one or the other, it might, for that song, it might be. There's songs I can't play when I sing. Yeah. There's just certain songs, either the tonage of them or the rhythm of them.
It's probably a lot better with a full band, though.
Oh, I'm sure.
Rhythm behind you and stuff.
So when you're referring to that, do you mean like I'm trying to follow you, like the strumming part?
Well, he just, like when he was doing some of the slides where obviously the guitar slide was moving, his vocals got a little pitchy because he wasn't necessarily going right to the right note. Okay. Things like that. Yeah. Just, things I hear doesn't mean they're right. I could be wrong. But the lyrics of that song I think are cool. I just kind of got lost in the slide and the vocals. I didn't hear everything that I really wish I could have heard. And it may be totally different with a full band and your vocals being more powerful. It didn't feel like there was very much reverb on your voice on that, and that's their thing, not yours. So
no, I don't take it off because I don't like it very much of it.
Well, and that's fine. So it was a little dry then. So that might have been another thing I was probably paying more attention to. I have ADD, so I get focused on weird things.
Is it safe to say we're getting another vote for lyric sheets from the contestants? You'd like to have lyric sheets, Eric?
Yeah, actually idea. I would. Yeah. Just for the simple fact is because I'm a songwriter myself, and sometimes you can't. You start focusing on something and you can't catch all the words. Right. So I got lost in that in the vocals a little bit. But there was so much going on. You know what I mean?
Sure.
All in all, I mean, you can tell you're a great musician. You're a good songwriter. People say, you got to do is string some words together. It's not really how it works. No, but I think you're cool anyway, and I'd love to hear your full band for sure.
Yeah.
So
hope you get to.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
I'm
Thanks,
stealing
guys.
your song.
Appreciate
I'm totally stealing that song. And by the way, just saying.
Just give a big round of applause for John real quick, guys. Going off stage. Thank you, John, so much.
I've heard the full recording, and it's badass.
I'm sure it is. Saying. Like I said, it's just in this setting, it's only got one thing to judge.
I know, it's not fair, right? Yeah, I know. We get one song.
All right. What you got next there, partner?
We're going to wait for her to come up and get ready.
And while we're doing that, we're going to talk about your purple shirt and how you smell good like Prada.
I was hoping that would get brought up tonight.
I know.
Ryan smells exceptionally good.
So we've all been wandering up to Ryan and being like, "Something smells good. Come here, give it a hug." Yeah, that's right. What is that?
I have not.
I would just like to point out that Ryan smells like one of those Indian Creek boys. I'm not sure if you went to Indian Creek, but
that's hilarious.
He does smell like an Indian Creek boy.
I went to Indian Creek till they smelled me and said I couldn't go there anymore. I smelled too good for Indian Creek. Sorry. I can't afford Prada. I have Gabata. I get that from Walgreens. It's really good.
What is it now?
Gabata.
Gabata.
Yeah. And every time I wear it, people say, Gabata. Anyway.
God, he's such a dad joke.
Yeah, it's a
Man, like everywhere.
I did that for her, actually.
Gabata, right back to you.
There you go.
Good Lord.
It's your turn.
So it's Eli is what you go by. Eli Cherry.
Short for Elizabeth.
Short for Elizabeth, of course.
Cherry, is that your real last name? That's the bomb.
It's not.
It's probably not. Yeah,
my last name's
That's
actually Withered, which is like the opposite of Cherry.
But see,
Fair.
You can't tell anybody any of this stuff. From now on, your given name is Eli Cherry.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to tell them that's Elizabeth.
Anyone heard that? Forget.
Yeah. Just
and your middle name is Maraschino.
roll with it.
Maraschino.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Eli.
Yeah, I'm from the area. I grew up about 20 minutes north of Bloomington. went to IU for creative writing, so songwriting is something I really enjoy now. I've been playing for about 2 years.
All right. I see here about 2 years, and you went to IU. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
She played cello, dude. It says so.
I can't
Yeah.
read that word.
In
So folk
elementary
music,
school.
you're into folk a lot and do
I
that kind
am,
of stuff?
yeah.
Do you want that mic lowered any?
Yeah, that might be helpful.
You know, it's funny.
Yeah.
She says she's
It takes
20
up her whole face.
She's 20 minutes north of Bloomington. I've told a lot of people that when you don't want to say you're from Martinsville.
I'm not from Martinsville. No, it's
not
like
from
by
Martin?
Musgrave Orchards,
That's
like
hilarious.
on Old 37. So.
I'm teasing.
Okay.
No, I mean, I just had to make sure everyone knew.
How long? So long? You've been playing guitar for 2 years, but how long have you been writing and performing at all?
2 years.
2 years. So
yeah.
you started about
yeah,
the
like
same
a year
time?
and a half. I started performing. I had some friends who were super supportive and had me
Wow.
come play during one of their sets, and then I've been playing around town by myself a little bit.
Well,
so.
cool.
Yay.
Yeah.
I got a.
And by the way, you're the only woman on
tonight's show.
tonight's show. Yeah. Yeah.
Part of the equal rights we have to do, bring at least one woman on each show.
Yeah, I know you had to. It's okay.
No, we wish we could. And I'll say this to the
Got a
audience.
quota.
To the audience,
Only
please,
one.
please, please, more women need to apply. We love
Yes.
female voices, and
Yes.
we just didn't have a lot of applicants for the females this time. So,
Ladies,
we
bring
need to
it
get more
in.
people
It's
into
true.
Bring
this,
it in.
so-
Hey.
We have
And
so
We
there's
need
many
an
so many-
all ladies show.
so many talented singers, songwriters that are ladies around this area, and you know, and not just ladies, you know, other types and theys, thems, and everything. We're all inclusive here. We want anybody that can show us what they got. So, but I'm really excited. I got a sliver of hippie in me, and you kind of fit that board with your outfit. So I can't wait to hear Eli. Why don't you take it away for us?
Okay, yeah, this song is called Heaven is Here on Earth. In my dreams I saw Jesus barefoot begging pardon. Oh, he was outside digging holes for a vegetable garden. Singing to the seedlings, sweat dripping in his eyes. Working for the earth mother, for she always provides. He went down to the meadow and looked up to the sky. Lay down in the green grass and wondered if he'd ever know why. Heaven is here on earth and no one will believe it. Heaven is here on earth and all of the children can see it. Oh, na 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 na. Jesus went walking through the forest until he reached the riverbed. Looking for a sign, looking to clear his head. Hands in the water, he washed his muddied brow. his holy vow. To be a steward of the earth and tell the children all about how heaven is here on earth and no one will believe it. Heaven is here on earth and all of the children can see it. Oh, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, now Jesus went back up to his garden with the seeds that he had found. Hands in the earth, he planted them into the hollowed ground. Watered with his tears, he swore to make good on his holy vow. To be a steward of the earth and tell the children all about how heaven is here on earth and no one will believe it. Heaven is here on earth and all of the children can see it. Oh, na 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 na. Oh, na 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 na. Heaven is here on earth. Na, 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 na. Heaven is here on earth. Heaven is here. Heaven is here on earth. Heaven is here. Heaven is here on earth. Heaven is here. Heaven is here on earth. Na, 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 na.
Thank you.
Good job, Eli. Eli Cherry, everybody. Okay, I'm going to get started real quick. You did a great job. I got to admit, for only playing for guitar for a couple years, you could have had a loop pedal. That you were so smooth and even with your playing. I was blown away, to be quite honest with you. I've been playing a long time, and I'm not that good.
That means a lot. Thank you.
So your playing was very, very smooth. You definitely have a pocket. That folky, earthy sound to it. I love it. Your voice is butter. When you hit those high notes, it is so crisp and so clear. And then you got that lower register that drops down. I really dug it. There was some pitchy parts in there, of course. We all have those. Don't worry about it. But
well, she's worried about it now.
No. No one's ever gonna be perfect pitch.
I wasn't hearing it really pitchy.
There's like Charlie Puth and everybody else, so no one's ever gonna be perfect on that. There's just a couple spots, but the only thing I would say, my thing, I'm here because I like to write songs, and I write some good ones. Some aren't great. The song itself, it had some simple rhythm or rhymes. Simple rhymes in them. The little bit too simple in a couple spots. The rest of them were perfectly spot on. I liked most of it. The song depth, everything you did in the song, I really dig it. What I would say and suggest is you shorten it. I think, especially when you're getting into all the omatic, all those parts, you start to lose people. I think their focus because they're not hearing words anymore. And when you did it the second or the third time, I think that probably would have been enough. But you came around, you did it all over again, plus a little bit more of the chorus ending and the hook again on the end. I think if you just shorten that up a little bit, you don't need it that long. Just to keep people focused. That's my only opinion on that. You did a great job, though. I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad you were here.
I'm glad.
Glad to be here.
Glad you were here. Yeah, I agree. I'm getting up. Yeah, okay. First of all, you have great diction, so I followed your lyrics like perfect, and I'm listening, and I love your voice. It's like he said, it's honey. It's really honey.
Thank you.
That's great. And I love your use of your range. So you're using all your bottom tones and then you hit up to your top tones. You're getting a good wide diversion. And I love the fact that you're using both an airy tone in some spots and then you're giving it more a fuller tone in others. It's a really good use of your vocal dynamic. And your diction's great. I would agree with the length part of it. I feel like with the 3 verses and it all being the same and there's no difference, then it just, you feel like, okay, I've heard this and now I've heard it again and now I'm getting a little bored of hearing it again. So, I would say maybe shorten it because it's a good riff. And then I would love to hear you add a bridge to it. That's a little bit, that gives it something a little bit different.
I've been thinking about that.
Yeah, just something in there that's a little bit different. So
even if you strummed and pop,
yeah, just something in there.
Something just short.
Okay.
Yeah. It would be nice if you can find like a delineation between your. I mean, you got a melodic delineation between your verse and your chorus. It would be nice if you could have an instrumental delineation between your verse and your chorus, even if it's the same chords. If you did just something differently with your accompaniment, it's a little bit different. It doesn't have to be a lot to just wake people up in the middle of the song and say and follow along. That part is good. Yeah.
Cool.
Go.
Thank you.
Go, Ryan.
Go, Ryan.
Well, I believe it, sister.
Awesome.
Love the nylon. Love A minor.
It's my favorite.
My favorite things. Love the sultry voice.
Sultry.
Ambiguity and simple lyrics all at the same time. It's like salt and pepper.
Cool.
But no, you close your eyes and really kind of see.
I could see driving down the road hearing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great hook. I like the vocal runs. Very strong. I think the na 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 I think was okay the first time. The second time maybe you should change that to like a ooh, some sort
I
of
don't
run.
know.
Hey.
But I disagree with these guys on the length of the song. I think because I'm the guy that comes in and paints the picture with the leads and everything. So I think I think it was very timely. I just think maybe at the end you could maybe do some more vocal runs there and a little more flavor at the end, but I don't think you need to shorten the song. Maybe a bridge, I don't know, but that would lead into maybe a lead or something. But no, very, very well written song.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. I appreciate the feedback.
All right. Well, we want to say thank you so much, Eli. Appreciate it, and that also proves that Ryan can be wrong sometimes. He disagreed with me.
I'll take it all. Thank you.
Not.
No. Like I said, and like I've said this the last time
never
too.
been wrong.
I said this last time too to all the artists that it doesn't matter what we say, what anybody says. These are your songs. If they're the way you want them, keep them that way and be true to yourself no matter what.
Yeah, no matter
We can give
what.
you opinions. We can give you ideas. At the end of the day, you got to be happy with what you do. And you got to say what you got to say. So these are just friendly opinions.
Although I'm going to say
structural opinions.
I'm going to go with that since, we're on our
Break?
we have to chat time.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that I have been doing a lot of studying in songwriting lately, And I feel like sometimes when you go back and you rewrite that song, like you completely rip it apart and rewrite it, it comes out better.
Oh,
like
I do it all the time.
It'll come out better. So I think getting the feedback and then going back to the drawing board and hauling it out again and going through the process.
You got to get the raw emotion.
Yeah, you got to get that raw emotion down.
100%.
But I think there's something to be said for like, and then to be said for like, hey, is it building? Because just because, you feel really emotionally attached to what it is you're saying, that doesn't mean that it's actually following everybody else's grasping.
Just like that, but also too, it's like, not every song is meant for the public. There's certain songs that are meant for you. And
I write a lot of songs that aren't meant for the public.
We're glad about that.
We all do that for sure. You want to introduce our next
Yes, I do. I've been chatting him up before we came on here. Mr. Jay Acton coming at us. Thank you, Jay, for joining us tonight.
Happy Friday. How you doing?
Yeah, so tell us a little. I mean, I don't want to like steal your fire, so you tell us about you, man.
Thanks. I'm honestly, I'm just happy to be here. There's a really special kind of magnetic energy with the Rainwater family and the studio and the community in the Brown County, and somehow in this big universe, I think sometimes like our poles like start to like find each other, right? And
someone got into the gummies.
Somebody got into gummies. He's feeling good. So yeah, actually, I was saying earlier, I was kind of listening to you during the sound check, and you're writing this tune, but you live up in Broad Ripple, and I was like,
That's right,
dude, he's got kind of a, like, he's got the banjo thing, he's pulling a country vibe, and he lives in the middle of Indianapolis. What up with that?
Well, see, and in full disclosure, like, banjo's a little bit new. It's actually, like, the latest instrument that I've been learning.
Do you do a lot of instruments?
I primarily guitar. My father taught me to play when I was pretty young, kind of coming up through church. So on a given Sunday, depending on which instrument was either running late or not there, sometimes I would fill in on drums, and I got to learn drums like sort of through church, that kind of thing. But my primary instrument and the way I've come to understand music and progressions came from a guitar. And I think the legacy that I appreciate the most has been songwriting from my father, because that was something from his friends when he was learning himself, like the John Prines and the Neil Youngs and like
cool.
Do you have a group that you want to plug that you play with right now that you're part of?
I do, because honestly, I don't consider myself a solo artist, so this is a great opportunity. I play in Indianapolis. I'm blessed to be part of a trio by the name of Magnetically Aligned. We do a lot of sort of acoustic blues. We've got like we have a wonderful harmonica player. And this next month, coming up in March, will actually be our first full year together as a band, and that's like a big deal to me, because prior, like other than like playing in church, I'd never really played in a public kind of like setting before. So
happy early anniversary.
Right, and the guys are probably either watching tonight or they'll catch it later. But
cool. Make sure they comment.
Yeah, Sensei and Ram, I love you guys, and here's to another year for us coming up ahead.
Well, dedicate your song to them. Let's get it going. Sure. I can't wait to hear it.
All right, what do you got for us tonight?
All right, this is actually the first song that I wrote as I was beginning to learn banjo. So this was kind of developed late last fall. And Keenan was a really big inspiration on the direction of this at the time, and so he's kind of quietly a little bit of the influence on this song. But this is a song called "The Place That I Will Rest."
Haunted echoes in
in the dark, calling out, and they still remind me that no matter where I go or how far I roam, my feet can't find a path on a way to Brown County. For a place that I will rest as my Indiana home. There's a place down the road in the hollows of my heart where the sun comes pouring through the pines, and the early morning dew that reminds me of you. Though my heart was broken on the line, though my heart was broken on the line. When the evening shadows fall on my Indiana home, there my heart can settle in my chest. With the moon up above, I will dance with those I love. How I long for a place that I will rest. How I long for a place that I will rest. Haunted echoes in dark calling out, and they still remind me that no matter where I go or how far I roam, my feet can find a path on the way to Brown County. For a place that I will rest as my Indiana home. There's a place that road in the hollows of my heart where the sun comes pouring through the pines, in the early morning dew that reminds me of you. My heart was broken on the line. My heart was broken on the line. When the evening shadows fall on my Indiana home, there my heart can settle in my chest. With the moon up above, I will dance with those I love. How I long for a place that I will rest. How I long for a place that I will rest.
All right.
I love man who curtsies.
The Beatles made it look good.
I know.
You know,
I know.
the Beatles made it look good.
I saw where you're coming from.
I start?
Yeah, you.
You start, Dave.
Or did you invite him?
I did.
Oh, did I start?
Yeah,
oh,
what do you
I
do?
started.
I mean,
Oh,
I'll
I
start.
started. All right, I'll start. All right. Dude. I
That's
love
what you
your
started
voice. I love your voice. but there's just like this thing, like I want to like pull it out of you. It doesn't. Okay, maybe just being a vocalist, I can hear it when you do it, but there were a couple times in there when you surprised me with your support and you had overtones on your voice that were totally full and incredible. And you're pulling back into a tone that is a little bit more pressed, and it's a lovely tone. So please don't take this as a critique. It's a lovely tone. You could stay there, but because I heard the other come through a couple of times where it was really warm and full and supported, and I was like, "Whoa, where did that come from?" There was something else in the overtones that I just would love to see that fully develop in your voice. So, I'd love to see that fully come out. I feel like it's you're only giving me.
I'm just giving you one song.
Yeah, but I know there's just one song. So I'd love to hear that. The other thing I would love to hear you do that would also complement this is make your vocal lines a little bit more connected and legato and sustained between your notes, because you've got the vocal quality in there. I just want to hear it connected and sustained and brought together in that, because it's a great tone. Let's not make it short and choppy. You've got it. Let's bring it all together, and it'll be more beautiful when we make it a long chocolatey line. And
that's great. Thank you.
Here we go back to. There you go. That's how I felt. That's it. That's how I felt about it.
All right.
Well, I'm not a vocalist, but I thought the vocals were good. Maybe she's saying there was some sweetness in there that she liked, but I thought it was pretty smooth overall. I like the rawness of it. Good lyrics, good runs. Banjo playing's fluent enough.
It'll get there.
It's a pretty easy transition from guitar to
banjo.
banjo.
Yeah, I know Isaac Carter, am I? Like that guy, like he's fantastic. He's a real good. He's a fantastic guy.
He is, but man, that's a really well written song.
Thank you.
And the banjo. I write a lot of songs on the banjo. It's just a fun. I used to write a lot of songs on the piano until I learned how to play the banjo.
Yeah, it's a spiritual instrument. It really is. I've never played an instrument like that. Is made me feel like that before. It's really something else.
I guess the only critique I would make is that when you picked it up, I would maybe scoot that up a little further. Maybe pick the tempo up just a little sooner.
Okay. Okay.
And I've only heard the song once. Maybe I'm wrong, but it felt to me like maybe you could have scoot that up a little sooner. But.
Okay. That's good.
No, you're 100% right. Actually, the one note I wrote on the whole thing.
Let's get in there.
The one note I wrote on the whole thing is, I personally, for me, I think the structure of that song is awesome, but I think in the middle of that first verse, after those long drawn out first, few lines, I think you ought to pick up to that speed.
Get at it.
Right then, and do the rest of the song like that.
For the arrangement, yeah.
And then slow it back down in the bridge like you did, and then pick it back up for the last chorus. That's what I would do.
I should try it.
I think it would sound much more, I hate to see the words radio friendly, but it would almost be like more, I don't even want to say commercial either. That's not
interesting.
Just more full.
Palatable.
I think people are going to and they're going to start tapping their feet and
they're
going
gonna want it, yeah.
That's what I want. I want the foot.
Yeah, and what's weird is, I love your voice. It's always weird to me, like you hear somebody from Ireland or England sing an American song, you almost don't have an accent. And then you have Americans that will sing and they almost sound like they have an Irish or accent, which, is weird. I mean, but it's just our tone.
Well, most of us are Irish.
Well, in some way or fortune or other.
But
next month, a lot of people will be.
Yeah, that's right. So you have a very cool voice when it comes to that, because it's almost like you have an accent where most people don't. So you have a lot of color to your voice that just someone like me who sings good old American, I don't have that. I have to go with a little bit more different stuff. You just have a nice tone, and just the flavor of your voice is very good. The banjo playing is fair. I mean, way better than me.
I agree.
I will always say that because I'm not the greatest musician, but I think if there was a stronger banjo player beside you and you were playing your guitar, I think it probably would have sounded better, to be honest with you.
When I get up to pair up with Isaac, trust me, he's the one that's the old banjo.
He's
right?
good.
He's
so,
fantastic. He's fantastic.
But no, I mean, other than that, the lyrics were cool. I mean, that's kind of my thing. Is I'm a songwriter myself, and I think the lyrics were cool. It's nice how you tie in a Brown County, the aspect and being from Indiana. Even though you weren't born here, you know, you can tell this is like your home now, and you're feeling what everybody else that does.
You ain't from here?
Oh, I should have said that.
Yeah, he didn't tell us all that. Well,
he told me that. So anyway, but no,
from Texas.
You did a great.
Even
You did an
cooler.
absolutely great job. You have a great flavor to yourself, and you know, like I said, a couple little critiques here and there, but I mean, I like what you're doing. So
yeah.
Cool, man.
Thank you for all the help and advice. Thank you so much.
Let's give him a big round of applause. Jay Acton, which I mistakenly said action like 5 times. I was like, Jay Action, what a great name, Jay Action. And I looked, I was like, oh, it's not that. Okay. So I'm really glad I didn't introduce you.
We have Jay Action figures.
That's right, Jay Action figures available up front of
Blue
Rainwater
shoes
Studios.
and banjo. Yes.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Grip. But isn't it interesting how when you hear, like, I've been watching a lot of these clips online about, like, you know, these voices and America's Got Talent, but they're all in different countries. You know how they've gone everywhere with this stuff. But you'll hear, like, people in Germany and Venezuela and all these places. And when they sing American songs with America. I mean, you can't tell they even have an accent sometimes. And then you hear somebody from America and they sing, and it's like...
You're like, dude, you're obviously not American. You don't got an Irish accent.
Yeah.
It's so...
We can't hide our accent.
Hey, y'all, before we introduce our next artist here, I just want to mention that our good friends over at Capone Speakeasy in Shelbyville are tuned in right now.
Hey,
apparently rooting for their hometown hero here.
Ooh,
well, I'm glad they're watching, because I've been trying to get booked in there.
Karen, are you listening? Do you hear?
Karen, give Eric Hamlin a call. Look me up at Eric Hamlin Music. Go and like my page. Anyway, go
Amanda
ahead.
Webb Band.
I thought it was called Hash Brown Revival.
Well, you can find them there. We're picking it up. Yeah, Nash Brown's Roadhouse Revival.
Nice. Why don't you introduce him, my friend?
Yeah, bring it in.
I think I will. Mr. Trent Moss, how you doing?
Doing all right. Glad to be here. How are
It's
you?
a sweet name, man.
Good. Glad to have you.
I'm excited, man.
So you started playing guitar at 5 years old with your grandmother?
Yeah, that's where it all started, man.
Oh, that's special.
Yeah, with a Yamaha that looked exactly like that one, too.
Yeah, them old Yamahas, man, they're fun. They really project.
Old gut string, man. Old nylon, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I play with a band around Central Indiana. We've played together the last 4 or 5 years, kind of off and on. We have our debut album out right now, actually.
Plug it. What you
It's
got?
on. It's called Down the Line. It's on every music platform you can think of, pretty much. Just released 1st of January, 2nd,
What's the
3rd
name of your
January.
group?
Trent Moss and the Fairland Ramblers.
Okay.
So it's a mouthful, but it's a lot to put on a T-shirt or a hat.
That's okay. You'll
Trying to think
figure
of
it
the
out.
acronym.
Yeah, TMFR. We have another thing that acronym stands for, but I won't say it on the air.
All right. Lay it on me, brother.
Cool. I'm going to share a song that's not on the album, actually, one I just finished up a couple months ago. A little tune called Those I've Loved. Mad at the world for things I can't control, running around inside my weary mind. Don't you think it's time we slow the old train down? We might miss the station, miss the whole damn town. People always tell me, be careful what you're dreaming of. You might get your wish, boy, in a world of blood, full blood. Why must I be so damn destructive of all the souls I've crossed and all of those I've loved? Lost in the world with time moving slow. If you think you got it figured out, you're probably wrong. Grief and joy and pain and love, they go where you may go. They greet you like an old friend, a friend you always know. People always tell me, be careful what you're dreaming of. You might get your wish, boy, in a world of blood, full blood. Why must I be so damn destructive of all the souls I've crossed and all of those I've loved? Of all the souls I've crossed and all of those I've loved. Thank you guys. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, smooth playing, smooth singing. I like the words. A little dry without the band.
Yeah.
But no, it's a good song.
We
man.
just started working on that one at rehearsals last month or so. So putting together some sort of, composition for that as a band right now, really. So.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I got no critiques, really. Yeah.
Oh, I do.
Okay, that's okay. That's all right. I'll take it.
No, I loved it.
Thank you.
Actually, I thought it was a good arrangement for solo guitar. I mean, it flowed really well between verse and pre-chorus, chorus. I thought it went really smoothly. And, it reminds me of this other artist that I've heard before. His name's Keenan Rainwater. You might have heard of him. He kind of like, I heard your voice and I was like, damn.
It sounded like a cross between like Johnny Cash and God or something.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, God.
I was going to go with Johnny Cash.
It was a little Johnny Cash-ish. Yeah, actually, I really want to hear you sing. Do-do-do. I really want to hear you hit low. Do you do the bass notes?
Not super low.
Oh man, I'm like, ooh, I was waiting for it. I was like, bring it down.
I can do some Ring of Fire and stuff.
Okay,
though.
no. I wanted to hear it go low, man. I thought it would go. No, it was very smooth. It's very vocally, you're sticking it right in your pocket where you're supposed to be.
Cool.
For what you're doing, and I wouldn't have anything. And it was really easy song to listen to. That, I think, is the other thing I was going to say. It's really clear, resonant, and really just smooth, easy to listen to. Easy listening.
Cool. Thank you.
Go on, Eric. Say all your bad stuff.
I didn't say anything bad. I'm laughing at you. Some of the most incoherent stuff I've ever heard. I'm just kidding. You're fine. I'm just playing with you. Someone's got to argue. That's the whole thing. Anyway, Trent, is that the kind of music your band plays?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, with a full band arrangement, it'd be probably another.
I mean, are you in that pocket as far as like a country soul?
Yeah,
kinda?
some of them are kind of more country rock.
Okay.
The album we have out, it's more country rock kind of blend.
Well, I was gonna say, you did kind of remind me of a Johnny Cash. You had those lower tones, a little bit of barato on the end of the words.
Huge compliment. Thank you.
Well, I mean, it is a compliment, to be honest
Huge
with you.
compliment.
Yeah, he's an icon. You can't really beat that. So, I really like your voice. I think it suits. If you come out here and you try to do a White Snake rendition, I'd be like, dude, it's not for you, man. So, unlike some people, and
but if you,
I'm not saying anybody here, but if you can do it, let's try it.
I could probably horribly do some Skid Row or something.
I used to always tell people Skid Row.
Sebastian Bach, baby.
I used to always hear people, they try to sing out of their realm.
Right.
And when you sing out of your realm, it just no matter how good you are, it doesn't sound that good, But you're right in there, man, and I really dug the voice. I really thought you did a great job. The playing was really good. I liked it. I liked the little picking you did. You added a lot of flavor to that melodic structure, which is really cool. The lyrics were good. There was a couple spots. I mean, and this is anybody's music here. There could always be someone come in and go, if you'd said this word, and then you go, duh, why didn't I think of that?
Or flip these around.
So don't take that as a major critique. It's just the simple fact that's what I noticed. Like there was a couple, like in the second verse, there's a couple things I'm like, you know, my brain, I'm ADD, so my brain started going off like, you know, if he'd have said that.
He's got a whole list of words over here for you to change.
Yeah, so, yeah, I have an old abacus over here.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I mean, it's a very good lyrically written song. I like the story of it. I like the tune of it. All in all, man, I think you did a pretty great job. And I would love to hear your album. I'm going to have to look it up.
Yeah,
so,
please check it
be
out.
Cool. And that's one thing, everybody out there watching this amazing show, make sure you go and find these artists' names on YouTube or SoundCloud or wherever they are, and download their music tonight, tomorrow, whenever you can, because, man, this is what helps us as musicians keep going. So make sure you find all these artists wherever they are, on Facebook or wherever, and please follow them and us. Not Amanda, she doesn't need it, but all the rest of us do.
Dude, you're getting red lighted.
No, everybody.
I'm totally shutting you
Yeah,
down.
but that was
now.
not
Man,
critiquing.
you're getting red lighted.
That was not
Thank you, guys.
critiquing. That was more on the lines
But hey,
of
seriously,
the
on what you're
sponsor.
saying there, I've been really surprised. I didn't expect the great amount of talented musicians we've had the past 2 shows, and people should really check them out and don't judge everybody on one song. You know, I'm sure all these people have great stuff to find.
Yeah, this may be the best song you've ever heard of from them because you've never heard them, and it might be the worst song you've ever heard from them because you've never heard them. But I guarantee there's going to be one in there you're going to love because that's the way it is, man. And okay. That totally threw my. I don't even know what I was saying.
We were for the first time really being serious.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
And he comes out and just like.
He comes out in a Bigfoot costume.
Okay.
Dude.
I found him.
My point was that, yes, look at other people's music. A variety of music is always going to meet everybody differently, and follow these people and support them in any way you can. And, of course, always support Rainwater Studios right here in beautiful Brown County, Indiana. Make sure you guys check us out on all the platforms, YouTube included. So make sure you check out Rainwater Studios, and let's get back to somebody taking the stage. Man, they don't pay me enough.
He finally come out and just said, "Ollie, Ollie, oxen free." Y'all wasn't gonna find me.
McCadden.
I'm terrible.
Joe!
I'm terrible at reading.
Is this a fancy Bigfoot contest?
This is the fancy Bigfoot.
Yeah.
You win!
Yeah.
Good
You win.
job! Woo!
I can tell why the mushrooms are on your arm. So, Joe, tell us a little about yourself while you're tuning up there.
Well, typically travel interdimensionally or in a cave system. A lot of cave systems through the central part of North America.
Nice.
But when I was little, I was in the big city. And then I had to move to Ellettsville. And all I wanted to do was dance, but it was illegal there. But I hooked up with this girl, this preacher's daughter, and like.
Oh, I get that.
Took you a minute.
We put a prom together.
Wow.
And we had to go over the county.
Well, let's hear it for the boy.
We had to go over the county line and cut a rug that way.
Nice. Well, that's amazing.
A lot of tractor chicken playing back then.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, man. Great to get to know you.
That's the best intro we've had yet.
That's great.
Well, thank you.
Age 11. What does it say here?
No, he's not 11 anymore.
No.
I used to be 11.
He has an 11-year-old
Formerly.
son.
You won a Stratocaster?
I did.
1994 when you were 11 years old. You never put it down. Awesome.
Well, I did today.
Well, obviously.
I got a Stratocaster in 91 and I never put it down either.
That's
Fantastic.
cool. Well, I can't wait to hear your original song, Joe, so please why don't you take the stage for us, brother.
Okie doke.
Sitting in the bed of my pickup truck at summertime just to get drunk with my friends.
some of my family. Roll out to woods and women, smoking dope and lots of sin, and I'm born again, a redneck for peace. Politicians, they can kiss my ass. Christian soldiers, they can go to mass. They certainly shouldn't try talking to me. 'Cause in the woods, it gets dark when the sun goes down. All those city lights, they tend to bleed onto me. Yeah, my peace of mind and everything that makes me right inside. I tell you, commerce really ain't my thing. Straight through town, I gotta get there before the sun goes down. Flood water's gone, so we can walk safely home. My sunburned back and my knuckles blood, callous fingers and tortured head are the little things that set me free. I love life, it loves me. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen. I can't get enough, I tell you what I mean. In the dark, I feel safe with the woods around. I love to watch the plants bloom in the spring. Eagles flying and doggy style down by the river, just going wild on a blanket on our knees. That new car's gonna break down. Your kids will probably get caught with weed. All of life just repeats itself. You probably never get what you need.
All right. Joe, you're an interesting feller. I'll say that. And I will say this. I hope Mandy panned the cameras down at least to your feet, because if not,
I did.
somebody is going to be like
absolutely
tuning in going, no, what an asshole wearing a fur coat. So, you know, deal with that, you know. But, well, I'll say this. Your song and your voice is as unique as your outfit. You got a cool sound. The rasp in your voice is really dope. I kind of really dig that. Your lyric structure it's a little. I call that, when may not be true, but I call a clip note song. It's like you got all these ideas and you put everything down and then you bring it all together in one location kind of thing. There's a story in there, but each line is so delicately not put together that you don't notice it right away, but then at the end you kind of hear the whole story, and that's my opinion. The playing, I think you played really smooth through the whole thing. The end got a little crazy, and I just think that's your style probably. He don't know who I'm talking to. He's like, this guy's totally wrong. But I think you meant to do that, and it's one thing when we do things that are a little not the greatest, but we're meaning to do it, and I think you maybe was meaning not to do that. So, but I think overall, man, I really enjoyed it. It was fun.
Thank you.
Step aside.
Go ahead and pick on Eric now, Amanda.
Eric, just shush. Shush you up.
Just shush.
All right, dude. Joe, this is what I call commitment, baby. That straight up is artistic commitment, fully artistic commitment. And that's badass, and I seriously respect you for following completely through with that. I think your song was badass. I have no idea what it's about. I have no clue what it's about. Partly because I need a lyric sheet. That's a really good idea. We should have lyric sheets.
That's just critique them while they're up here.
I mean, then we could be like, and now I understood what all that was about because I read that lyric sheet and it was totally cool, but I have no clue what it's about. And I heard something about eagles and doggy style, and that's the only thing I can remember.
I like to do a lot of things at the same time.
I like it. And
like eagle watching while you're, yeah.
And
wow.
Dude, I think that you're a fucking genius, and I love you. But, full disclosure, Joe and I are super friends. Although,
So we can just take this out.
You could, but I'm right. So you can't take it out. Like, it is. And Joe, in the time I've known you, you have not wanted to sing. So I say badass to your singing and straight up. And I'm really happy that you're pulling it in and you're singing now with the guitar, because I think you've got really great vocal character quality and you're rocking it out. And I'm so glad you're singing.
Thank you.
Ryan?
What you got around your neck, man? What are we dealing with there?
That's a little turtle foot mojo.
That's badass. Weird as shit, but I love it all. I love all this weirdness.
That's called true artistry. Artistry, man.
It's very Nirvana-esque. Very a lot of Kurt Cobain feel to it. I wish you had some hooks in there somewhere, but it drags a little bit. But it's good stuff, man. Dig it.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely commitment. That's artistic commitment all the way. I love it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So.
And now that I know this, it's a turtle claw. It's even better.
The turtle claw pulled it off.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, thank you so much, man. We appreciate you coming up and doing your thing, man. And it's all up to the audience and where this thing goes from here. But want to say, let's give Joe a big round of applause.
Joe!
You have to look up my band. It's called Gravy Bird. It's on Instagram.
Gravy Bird?
Gravy Bird.
Cool.
We have an internet.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Joe. We really do appreciate you. Great job. Keenan, that's our last contestant, right?
That's it, folks.
All right. Well, I'll turn it back over to Keenan. Keenan and Mandy.
Thank you, Eric, and thank you, Ryan and Amanda. I was telling a little story to the contestants earlier about how I got to open for T-Rex, and now we know they all got to open for Bigfoot. So we're all on the same level now, folks. This was amazing. What a great night of music. Thank you so much to our contestants for coming in. It means the world to Mandy and I that you all responded so vigorously and that you're all coming in here. You've participated. You've given us the applications. You've given us the information we needed. You asked us what time you were supposed to show up, and then you showed up. And this is amazing to me, because that's the tough part. As Jay told us, that's half the battle, just showing up. So, and thank you to you folks at home that have been submitting your scores for these artists. This is really going to help us figure out who's opening for Bigfoot Yancey at the Brown County Playhouse on April 22nd. And we hope that you will all grab your tickets, compliments of SERVPRO. There's a $5 coupon. You can get $5 off if you put in SERVPRO when you order your tickets at the Brown County Playhouse. Did I just steal anything from you, Mandy, that you were going to say?
That's okay. I'll steal yours.
Okay.
Yeah, so votes are open through midnight next Thursday, so you've got a week to share it, and we will probably find time to do what we did last time when we recapped the whole thing and cut out all of the judges blabbing in between, and we just put the little videos, so you can go back and vote and just watch the performances real quick. So that'll be up for a whole week, so all of our contestants can go and share this with all their friends and family, and 1 vote per person, though. Please, we find you and take them out, multiple ones. So.
Mandy's on the case. But yeah, really great work from all of our artists tonight. It was
Big
a pleasure to get to listen to these songs, and we've made some new friends. Thank you all.
Tune in again next week. Next Friday, we will have Zach Benj solo, followed by a special Saturday night performance with the Bengebreakers.
Nice.
And here, the full band. They are part of our showcase on April 22nd, which maybe one of these guys will be opening for. The week after that, March 10th, we have Brad Lemons. March 17th, the Rusted String Swindlers. And March 24th is episode 3 of Take the Stage. So tune into that one. And probably a week or so after that, we will know who takes the stage.
That's right. All right. Well done, Mandy. We want to say thank you to Mandy for running the cameras, and to our good friend Joshua Lane running the sound tonight. He did a great job. And thank you for tuning in. We'll be back.
Good night.
Good job, everybody.